You know, we have this strange habit of believing that we are looking out at the world as if reality were something happening somewhere else. But pause for a moment. Who is actually doing the looking? Now imagine a mirror. A perfect mirror has no color, no preference, no intention. It doesn't try to reflect. It doesn't try not to reflect. It simply does. And in the same way, the world you experience is not a reflection of what is, but of what you are. Most people imagine themselves in the universe like marbles in a box, separate, isolated, observing from the outside. But in truth, the universe is happening through you, poured through a nervous system, filtered by perception, interpreted through a lens we casually call the eyes. Your eyes cannot see themselves, your teeth cannot bite themselves, and you cannot directly see you. What you see instead are reflections in another person's reaction, in unexpected loss, in sudden joy, in traffic jams, missed chances, quiet mornings, and falling leaves. All of it, a mirror. So the real question is not whether the world reflects you, it always does. The real question is whether you are willing to recognize yourself in what you see. The world without is a reflection of the world within. What appears outside is what has already taken form inside. Within you exists something vast, an infinite source of wisdom, potential, power, waiting for expression. But the same inner world also holds fear, old stories you've been telling yourself for years. Now imagine someone who constantly complains about their job, their relationships, their past, their life. What kind of inner world do you think they are living in? More often than not, this person feels stuck, frustrated, quietly asking where everything went wrong. They believe life is working against them, when in reality, life is responding to them. Most people live focused on the world without. Very few turn inward. Yet it is the inner world that creates the outer one. Every thought is a cause, every circumstance an effect. If someone's life feels chaotic, limited, or heavy, it is rarely an accident. It is a reflection. They see themselves as incapable. They believe happiness is for others. They tell themselves it's too late to change, too late to begin again. And over time, these quiet thoughts shape a life that feels just as small as the beliefs behind it. The mirror never argues, it never judges, it only shows. And once you understand how this mirror works, once you realize what it is truly reflecting, everything you thought needed to change out there reveals where change must begin. And this is where most people get confused. The mirror principle. Every morning when you wake up, you stand before the most important mirror. And no, it's not the one in your bathroom, bedroom, or phone. It's the mirror of reality. This mirror is fascinating. It never lies. It reflects with surgical precision who you believe yourself to be deep down and how you see the world around you, your deepest convictions about yourself and your life. Most of us make the fundamental mistake of fighting the mirror. We yell at the reflected image, try to clean it, force it to smile, while we keep a pained expression. But the mirror has no will of its own. It is a silent and obedient witness. This is why someone can change jobs 5 times and still feel poor, why they can earn more money, yet live with the same anxiety, the same fear of loss, the same sense of scarcity. They believe the problem is the salary, the boss, the economy, so they keep rearranging the room, while the image in the mirror remains unchanged. And because of the mirror delay, tomorrow's reality will still echo today's unchanged beliefs. To change what you see, you must apply what we call the mirror delay. You see, physical reality is dense. It works like an echo. When you shout into a canyon, the sound takes time to come back. The world you see today is the echo of yesterday's thoughts. If you try to change today based on what you're seeing now, you're just reacting to the past. You enter an endless cycle of reacting to the reflection, which creates more of the same reflection. To break this cycle, you need what Alan Watts would describe as the art of not forcing. It's not about policing every thought or fighting negativity. It's about changing your identity. Imagine you're an actor. If you want to play a king, you don't wait for the set to turn into a castle before acting noble. You adopt the posture, the tone of voice, and the mindset of a king while still in the dressing room, surrounded by cheap wood and paint. The set, your reality, eventually aligns with your performance. The mirror principle requires you to ignore the facts for a moment. If the mirror shows scarcity, cultivate the feeling of abundance inside. If it shows loneliness, become the company you desire, not because you're lying to yourself, but because you've understood the mechanics of the game. The cause comes from within. The effect is what we call the world out there. As Watts said, cause and effect are one single process. There is no you in the universe. There is one single process happening. When you change the tone of your inner vibration, the outer symphony has no choice but to change its note. And now, how do you apply this in everyday life? Let's explore. So how do you turn this understanding into real change? Let's unlock the 3 essential keys to mastering the mirror principle and one simple exercise that transformed my life. First key: change the projection, not the reflection. The mirror shows your deepest beliefs about yourself and the world. If you see scarcity, unworthiness, or chaos, it's echoing what you carry inside. Stop fighting the image. Instead, craft a new identity. Ask yourself, 10 years from now, living your dream life, what daily activities fill your days? Who are you being? What traits do you embody? Create powerful affirmations. I am worthy of abundance. I carry the alchemist's touch. The universe conspires in my favor. Everything arrives in perfect timing. Say them daily. Feel them. This isn't wishful thinking, it's reprogramming the source. Second key: embrace the delay and persist. Your inner world shifts instantly, but the physical world is dense. Manifestation has a built-in lag, like an echo returning from a distant canyon. Most people quit when results don't show fast. Their doubt creeps back, and the old reflection returns. Imagine a farmer who plants a seed at dawn. The next morning he runs to the field, kneels down, sees only bare soil, and in frustration digs it up to plant another one in the same spot. The day after, he repeats the ritual. Digs again, plants again, gives up again. That farmer will spend his entire life holding seeds in his hand and never taste a single harvest. This is exactly what happens when we abandon our new identity, the moment the mirror doesn't smile back fast enough. The secret? Stay loyal to your new identity through the ups and downs. Act as the person who already has it. Hold the vision long enough, and reality catches up. Third key: reverse the cycle, become the creator. Most people are trapped. They observe their current reality, bills, frustration, feel bad, project more negativity, and the mirror obliges. But you can flip it. Start with the desired image first. Ignore the old reflection, it's just yesterday's echo. Choose today who you want to be tomorrow. As changes arrive small, at first confirm them. Look, that worked. Focus only on evidence that matches your vision. Over time, it snowballs. I've lived this. Years ago, I thought it was nonsense. But when I persisted with these keys, things I desired started flowing even beyond what I imagined. It was mind-blowing. Here's the exercise I still do daily. Every morning, close your eyes. Feel the future version of you alive, fulfilled. Speak your affirmations. Then, throughout the day, notice and celebrate every tiny sign that the mirror is shifting. Do this consistently. The magic unfolds in its own time, and yet, beyond all techniques, beyond even the keys and the exercise, you do not live in the world. The world happens in you. When the wave knows it is the ocean, it does not fear crashing. When the dancer knows they are the dance, there is no need for applause. And when you remember not as a belief, but as a knowing beneath knowing that you were never outside this, never separate, never lacking, then the whole game becomes beautifully transparent. The music continues. The shapes change. The story evolves. But the silence beneath the music, the stillness within the motion, remains unchanged. That stillness is not a void to be feared. It is fullness. It is the mirror with no dust, the sky with no clouds, the awareness with no face. And if, from time to time, you forget, as forgetting is part of remembering, the mirror will still be there, reflecting. Because the face it shows was never missing, and the one who's been looking all along was simply the looking itself.